Hi again. It is D'Angelo with I'll Tell It Studio. Hey, do me a favor real quick. Can you like, share, leave a comment? And if you have not already, please subscribe to this channel. At the end of all of that, you will see a bell icon. Take a moment and hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I post, drop new content. Hey, wanted to get on here this morning to just encourage somebody to continue. I know you may be feeling like, what am I doing here? What is my purpose? What is my plan? I don't feel like I'm making any progress. Everybody's passing me up. What am I doing in ministry? I feel like I'm failing in ministry. I'm not where I want to be in my career. I'm not where I want to be in ministry. I'm not where I want to be in my love life. I'm not where I want to be, period. I'm not where I want to be financially. I'm not where I want to be emotionally. I'm not emotionally there. I'm just not there. I want to tell you this. I just want to tell you this. Be encouraged. Please know God sees you. God knows all. The eyes of the Lord is going everywhere. And he is looking at you. A lot of us have been in seasons where we felt like, man, what am I doing? I'm not making progress. I'm not making leeway. I'm not where I want to be. And I'm discouraged because I'm not where I want to be. I just don't know what to do at this point. Let me encourage you today. There was a story in the Bible in 1 Samuel chapter 16 where the prophet Samuel goes to a man's house. The man name is Jesse. And he gets to Jesse's house and he tells Jesse his reason for being there. And to make a long story short, Jesse lines up his boys. The prophet tells him, I'm here to anoint the new king of Israel. Give me your boys. The king is here somewhere. Give me your boys. So Jesse lines up all his kids with the exception of one. He lines up all his boys with the exception of one. And that exception was David. He lines up all his boys with the exception of David, and the oil that was supposed to pour out on the king did not pour out on none of his other sons. The prophet said, hey, what's going on here? I know the Lord spoke to me. Do you have another son here? Where is he? He got to be here. We ain't going nowhere till he get here. Where is he at? And Jesse told him, well, I got a boy. He's tending sheep. David overlooked by his own biological father. Now, some of us may feel like we're being overlooked by our manager, right? By our director at work, by the ministry team at church, by the other preachers in your circle, and they haven't called you to their, service, and they haven't asked you to preach. And you may feel like, man, what is going on? I feel like I'm just here. No one calls me. No one wants to fellowship with me. Let me tell you this, be encouraged. David was doing his job. And my point number one to you this morning is this: do your job. Don't be concerned about who's watching you and who's seeing you. Do your job. I work in corporate America, and I work for the biggest companies and the biggest property management companies and down to the smallest. And let me tell you this: it doesn't matter where you're at. The right person at the right time will see you. They will see what you're doing. They will see your attendance. They will see your hard work. They will see those days where you stayed overtime, and you will be rewarded. The problem that I face with people is this: they're so concerned about the boss seeing them and not about God seeing them. I'm going to say that again. Many people are concerned about the boss seeing them and not God seeing them. Listen, people, they didn't see him. The prophet didn't see him at that moment. The father knew he had another son. He didn't even go say, hey, go get David too. Somebody else had to tell his father, do you got another son around here? Imagine how disheartening that would have been if David was right there. Well, yeah, I got a boy. I'm so excited right now. Let me read this to you. Let's read it. And Samuel said unto Jesse, are here all thy children? Is this all the kids you got? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he comes hither. His father ruled him out because of his age. And many of us, we always get ruled out by the age card. Many of us get ruled out because we don't run around in certain circles. Many of us get ruled out because of other various reasons. But let me tell you this, to be encouraged, man. Be encouraged, woman. God sees you. And that is such comfort in knowing that the all-seeing eye of the Lord is going everywhere. The Bible says beholding the good and the evil. But the part I wanted to mention to you today is he is beholding your good. He is seeing your time in prayer. He is seeing your time in consecration and devotion. He is seeing how you love on people. He's seeing your attitude. He's seeing you getting things together. And at the right time, I preached this message a couple years ago. Your oil is on reserve for you. That oil did not come out for none of the other boys, with the exception of David. David wasn't a king. David was a young boy, and the oil came out when he turned it towards the head of David. And I'm here to encourage you today, wherever you watch this video, it don't matter when it is, be encouraged, because your oil is on reserve for you. I know some of us are discouraged right now in this season. Please don't be discouraged. Please take comfort in knowing God is watching all things, and all things, is working out for my good. David, again, was minding his business, wasn't trying to be in the front, wasn't trying to be all in his father's face. He was doing his job. And the Lord saw David when David didn't even know the Lord was watching. And I'm here to encourage you, and I'm just about done. God is watching, even when you don't think he is. One more scripture, and I am done. Let's go to, excuse me here, sorry. Hebrews 6:10. God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown him as you have helped his people and continue to help them. There's a picture of a courtroom and a sad man. Please know this. God is not unjust. He sees what you're doing. He sees your love for him. He sees how you love on people. He sees your heart, and he is going to reward you in due season. Please be not weary in well-doing, for you shall reap if you faint not. This is D'Angelo with I'll Tell It. Remember this. There's nothing you cannot do. I promise you. If you have Christ living inside of you, be encouraged and know the all-seeing eye of the Lord is watching you.